Hey everyone, season's greetings from me. I hope you guys all enjoyed your Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever it is you choose to worship and or celebrate. Just, the gist of it is, you guys spent some quality time with your family, hopefully didn't drink too much, but enough to enjoy yourselves. That is if you are of age. I'm bringing you guys the final installment between the Sprint HTC Hero and the Samsung Moment. The phone fight between the two phones. In addition, that little teaser you saw in the beginning was the Palm Pixie, off to the side looking all sleek and sexy. And I am finishing the review on that, and we'll also bring you a phone fight between the Pixie and both of these two phones. So do stay tuned for that. Now, let's get on with this. Here, I separated the phone performance and everything into different categories, and I rated each separate category. I'll give you guys my final opinion, but you'll see how the scores stack up, and hopefully you can decide for yourselves. So, first off, with the screen. As we know, the Sprint HTC Hero has a 3.2-inch screen, 320 by 480 pixels across and down. It is capacitive touch, it supports multi-touch, and overall, it's a pretty beautiful, nifty little screen. I do wish it was bigger, since it is just a screen for all your controls and your typing and everything. But hey, what are you gonna do? It works fine, it's functional. I haven't had any problems with it as of yet. It has an oephalonic coating on the top of it, which doesn't prevent smudges, but it makes it super easy to wipe off. So that's very, very good. I gave the screen rating on the Hero an 8 out of 10. On with the Moment also has the same 3.2-inch capacitive touch display, 320 by 480 pixels across and down. The Moment screen, while it doesn't have the oephalonic coating, it is an AMOLED display, which makes it a much vibrant, much more pleasant to look at, rich phone. I mean, I can't explain to you guys how rich this looks, but trust me, from me videotaping it to processing it through my video editing system to uploading it to YouTube, you guys lose out on much of the contrast and much of the colors, but trust me, it's superbly bright. And a lot of you guys have been commenting, hey, turn down that brightness on that phone, you get a glare when you videotape it. The brightness is turned down all the way. That's just how bright and vibrant this screen is. The Moment screen deserved a 9 out of 10 in my opinion. The only thing keeping it from getting a solid 10 or a 9.5 or whatever is that it is not multi-touch. So, yeah. But, in the overall run, the Moment won out on the screen. Next on the list, we have the keyboards. So the Hero features on-screen QWERTY keyboard, and it's the only option. So let's see if we can bring that up. We'll go into, let's text message this guy. Okay, so you see the on-screen QWERTY keyboard. It's a little bright in here. There we go. Works exceptionally well. The predictive texting on this, I think, really just gave it a big boost. If it wasn't for that, I would not even pick up the phone. It's beautiful layout. I think this is the best virtual QWERTY keyboard out there in the market. Beats the iPhone, beats everything out there, in my opinion. This works great. You have your full QWERTY, your full landscape mode, and the predictive texting I think is what takes the cake on the keyboard for the Hero. The other good thing about it is that the keyboard does support multi-touch. So when you go really, really quick, it does register all of the clicks. But I do have to say, whether it's because of the processor or whatever it is, it does lag a little. It will register every single click, and you will get your whatever it is that you typed out. But sometimes it tends to lag. So that kind of sucks. But other than that, very rich typing experience. You should have no problems typing out emails or anything. Just when you have a lot of things open, it will lag to some degree. The Moments also has, let's get out of there, also has a full QWERTY keyboard, on-screen display. While the Moments on-screen keyboard does not support multi-touch, it is functional. Not as accurate as the Heroes by at all. It does have predictive text when you're in text messaging and email, but it doesn't work as well as the Heroes. Also supports landscape. Oh, but it's not going to support it in the search bar. And of course, you have your full QWERTY slide out physical keyboard. This is a very rich typing experience. You can see they're domed to some degree. They're separated enough where you can feel for them without looking. And it's very great, but there has a big learning curve with the way that the spacebar is placed in between the actual letters. At least for me, that was the only drawback to this keyboard. Other than that, it works fantastic. And having this option is always great on top of having your on-screen and everything. Okay, so as far as the QWERTY keyboards on both of these phones, I have to give it's a very, very, very close call. While the Samsung Moment does offer a full QWERTY slide-out keyboard, the Sprint's on-screen keyboards is just fantastic, and it's easy to use. It's great for one hand. It has very different options. It has different languages, and the predictive text is just awesome on this. But it still doesn't offer a physical QWERTY. So just by a hair, I will have to give the keyboard to the Samsung Moment. Because while the on-screen keyboard is not as functional as the Heroes, nor as good and doesn't support multi-touch, you can't beat having the option of on-screen and QWERTY. Even if the QWERTY is a little awkward at first, with that spacebar right there in the middle. So, Sprint HTC Hero got an 8.2, and the Samsung Moment got an 8.5 out of 10 on that. Okay, so now on to social connectivity and keeping in touch, just messaging, emailing, and all that good stuff on both of these phones. Out of the box, and that's very important. I mean, without having to further customize, without downloading anything, just you turn on your phone, you connect, out of the box. Your Sprint HTC Hero offers full Facebook integration. So this is your contacts tab, and then you slide on over to updates and events. And you see all of these Facebook updates on here from all my different contacts that have integrated into it. And this is preloaded. This is nothing you have to go get anywhere. It just comes on your phone. It has Twitter. You see Twitter right there. It's great if you want to keep in touch with all your friends. In your drop down menu, little notifications pop up. And it's just a great overall experience on both of these phones. But the Hero, because it's out of the box ready, I think is going to get the upper hand on this. On top of this, the Hero also has a plethora of widgets preloaded. There's an email widget here. You can see there's a messaging widget. It's just fully loaded, ready to go. So the Hero is going to get a 9 out of 10 in my opinion for this. There's also Flickr integration. It's just, I can't even stop talking about how much integration there is with social media on here. If it were to get a 10 or close to a 10, I think it would have to up it up a little bit, maybe the way Palm does it. Because Palm, I think, takes the cake on social integration and keeping in touch with everybody. But hey, it's good enough for me. On the Moment side, while it's a vanilla Android experience, out of the box, there's not much to it. You have messaging applications, you have push email, you have all that good stuff. You can go into the browser and go into Facebook, but there isn't any integration. But do keep in mind that both of these phones are getting the 2.1 upgrade from Android. It's confirmed by Sprint already. So the 2.1 upgrade from Google, it does offer Facebook integration in the context of what you see in the Motorola Droid. So that will be on this phone, but as of yet, it is not. So because of the lack of and everything, the messaging integration I think on this phone is going to receive a 7 out of 10. Not that it's poor or anything by any means. You can customize it to no end. You can go into the market and download all these applications to keep in touch, but out of the box it just doesn't come preloaded with anything significant enough to give it a better score. Okay, let's move on to the browsers.